Today we're watching After 3 Years, She's Still Hating on Michael B. Jordan.
On the Hustle Show, we got Michael B. Jordan, the director and the star of Creed 3. And you know, we know each other. We go way back all the way to Chad Science in Newark, okay?
Oh, the corny kid, right?
No, I did not say that. Misquoted for sure.
But look at the hypocrisy, right? They're mad at her for saying someone was corny in high school that she didn't even say, and then proceed to say things 1,000 times worse than what she said.
10,000 times worse.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That doesn't even make sense.
One of my homeboys reached out to me like, oh, Michael said his bad, yo. It was an article he read. He thought you said it. But you went on all these other publications. Not only that, I have a nationally syndicated morning show. The thing that hurts from it, and this is why now I watch what I do, because I was defending him a lot. Think about all the people that were saying many things about this man. And I would always be like, nah, da-da-da-da-da. Oh, I don't be defending people like that no more.
Whoa, let me get this straight. Now you want Oscar-winning Best Actor Michael B. Jordan to come on your platform and apologize to you because you called him corny or you used to tease him? See, it's always somebody with some colored hair. A couple years ago when
bro, tell me what, I honestly thought he was about to say colored skin, bro. I don't know why.
3 came out, Michael B. Jordan had an awkward interaction on a red carpet with a former high school classmate. She had apparently said some disparaging things on a podcast and used to make fun of him back in the day. And now she's behind the velvet rope looking for an opportunity or shot just to talk to Michael B. Jordan. After taking no accountability for her words and her actions at that time, it totally blew up in her face. And now that Michael B. Jordan has won his little man trophy, the Oscars that is, the clip is resurfaced. And she is back to double, nay, triple down in the fact that she is the actual one that is offended. She needs some sort of retribution and that Michael B. Jordan should apologize. Sister, if you're new to this video, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It goes a long way for the community. Every subscription that you give to me is like an Oscar award. And I need those for when the haters come and I gotta stiff arm Heisman them from getting some type of interview. Now, back into the video. The Oscar Awards just ended this past weekend and Michael B. Jordan and the movie Sinners, directed by Ryan Coogler, featuring Delroy Lindo, and a cast of other people, had a record-breaking weekend. 16 nominations, 4 wins. I think it was the first woman to win Best Cinematography, only the 6th Black male actor to win Best Actor in the Oscar category. It was just a phenomenal weekend. And most people celebrated these monumentous moments. But there was somebody out there who has just been throwing darts at a Michael B. Jordan poster for a long time that just could not let him live. His former high school classmate, L'Oreal, has a podcast. And on said podcast, her and her co-host were talking about Michael B. Jordan from the past and a little bit of how he sits in current day perspective to them. And we know how these podcasts goes. Shit, somebody was trying to get it off.
That Michael B. Jordan is just like a nice, corny guy. And I don't mean that as a slight, right? I mean, we all know that the nice, corny guys treat you the best.
To be honest with you, we teased him all the damn time because his name was Michael Jordan. Let's start there. And he was no Michael Jordan. And then he also would come to school with headshot. We lived in Newark. Yeah. Like that's the hood. You know what I mean? So we would make fun of him like, what you gonna do with your little stupid headshots? Like, and now look at
Mind you, right? That nigga was on The Wire. I didn't know that, but he was. So, bro, how are you gonna hate on somebody who's on television? I would have been like, hey, bro, oh my God. Like, don't get me wrong, Glaze, don't get me wrong, but oh my God, bro. Like,
and now look at it.
Oh, that's pretty cringe. I think it's weird because Michael B. Jordan was a childhood actor. I think he started getting into roles at the age of 9 or something like that, maybe even a little bit sooner. Started off with some magazine shoots, then rolled into The Sopranos, some other film spots, some TV, etc., etc. But for the most part, him walking around with headshots as an already accomplished and already staged child actor kind of makes a lot of sense. And I do want to make a distinction here because I think it comes up later on in the video and it's kind of important. Her podcast mate is the one that actually calls Michael B. Jordan corny. She just says that they used to make fun of him now and that he was a loser back in the day for having some headshots. Could she have stepped in and defended Michael B. Jordan? Absolutely. But we'll save that for a little bit later in the video. Now that was on a podcast in which you don't think a lot of people will see, but on the red carpet of Creed 3, when she gets confronted, the conversation quickly goes awkward.
On the Hustle Show, we got Michael B. Jordan, the director and the star of Creed 3. And, you know, we know each other. We go way back all the way to Chad Science in Newark, okay?
Oh, the corny kid, right?
No, I did not say that. Misquoted for sure. No, you did not hear me say I said we used to make fun of the name. But
Hey,
yeah.
bro, I ain't gonna lie. Bro, keeping it player as fuck. I mean, he technically has to because you're in the public eye. You are a huge celebrity. So you always gotta, especially being the black man, you gotta keep it P. You gotta keep it player. You gotta keep it chill. He nudged her. He let her know it was slight work. So
He is obviously killing things out here. How is the difference between you actually directing and working with the same people that you were directed with versus?
It was awesome. You know, it's a family vibe.
Yeah.
The last nine years of my life, I spent on the Creed films. They're very supportive. You know, Tessa, Felicia, Rashad, Wood Harris, people that see me grow up. And for the fact that I stepped behind the camera and finally got a chance to direct them, they loved it, they embraced it, and it was a wonderful experience.
And was it difficult for you mentally because you're coming out of a different space?
I didn't know he was doing the athletic gear. I mean, I was staying in it. This is about y'all. This ain't about me.
Isn't this the sexiest man show off right here? Who's the sexiest man? Because now
What kind of
who's
question
the
is that?
sexiest man? Because I thought you said you're on the way up. He might be the one right now.
This is the one. This is the one right here. Yeah. See
So
this?
is it a tie?
Ain't no tie. We don't compete. Yeah, we don't compete.
Two number ones.
Technically-
Batman and Batman. Or should I? Oh, no, can't say that.
Superman and Superman.
Superman and Superman, sorry.
Good luck with that.
Love you, bro.
And how is it filming in Atlanta?
It's amazing. I've done 4 or 5 films down here, shot a couple television shows, so Atlanta's a second home to me, and I love coming down here to shoot.
Favorite restaurant here?
Oh, man. Whatever hotel I'm in, their restaurant.
Well, you're not corny anymore.
Well, you're not corny anymore. Talk about
okay. I mean, shit. All right.
cringe Olympics. You scaring the niggas away. Now, a lot of people felt differently in this interaction. Was Michael B. Jordan wrong? Should he be harboring these feelings from high school? Was it also weird for her to do a double and triple down? And I'm no expert. That's why I've decided to tap into my panel of experts.
Wait. But I genuinely don't believe that it was any animosity. I don't feel like there was any there's no malice behind the comment. He nudged her. There was like the body language was open until bro walked up. You know, he started hollering at, talking to his boy. But beyond that, it seemed all good. It seemed like good vibes. Granted, could there be some malice, some animosity behind that? Yes, but he's an actor. At least he knows how to not fucking show it.
It's my panelist, singular person of experts, and figure out what they had to say about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Danielle. Danielle, was she wrong for bringing that up on the red carpet? And was Michael B. Jordan wrong for his response?
Well, okay, in her defense, she didn't bring up her bullying him on the red carpet. She was just like, oh, we went to school together. So let me say that. Now, was he wrong? Absolutely not. I stand with him. And I really hate to do that against a black woman, but he was in the right. And so all of my bullies in high school, I want you to know I remember it. And then when you come into my DMs years later with the hey boo, I remember you. So all of that to say, I stand with Michael B. Jordan. In this instance, he was right.
So this picture is just amazing because imagine being a high school bully and bullying the corny guy only for him to become a superstar and you being the person to interview him at his red carpet event. All I have to say is show respect to the people around you because you never know where they're gonna go and who they may become. Apparently Michael B. Jordan was the butt of the joke. And L'Oreal and Michael B. Jordan used to go to the same school in Newark. Imagine bullying Wallace on The Wire. Even worse, bullying the guy who played Killmonger. You know what sounds way worse? Bullying the sexiest man alive.
Hey Creed, in case you were confused, that corny ass shit you did is why niggas think you corny. In case you were off a little bit. As to why you niggas keep thinking that money hides corny.
But you just said corny, not negative.
I don't.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you just said corny is not negative.
You said, I don't think it's negative.
What Roy said,
So
it's
why you
one of
saying
the
it's
moments
corny?
when
Because it's your perception of the word. I'm telling you about mine. I'm telling you my perception of that word. As another nigga they've called corny his whole career is not that.
You don't think that there's like a limitation as to how long that somebody can harbor feelings for somebody, like a bully?
No. Also, I feel like I could personally be a professional grudge holder. And I feel like grudge is almost too strong. I just have a good memory. That's all that is. Why wouldn't I bring it up?
What about the public embarrassment aspect? Now, she did it on her podcast, her publicly syndicated radio show.
Wait, she did what?
Like that's where they made the initial comments about him being corny, and then her saying that we used to tease him all the time because he wasn't no Michael Jordan.
That's on her. Now, if you're gonna do that in public, that's on you. And as someone who's in the public eye, you would think she would know that. If you're gonna say it in public, be ready for the public response. That's it.
If it was me, I would have had one of my homegirls beat her up. That's just me. I would have had one of my homegirls.
I don't believe any of that. I don't. Not a fraction. None of that. You are not. Bro, you seem like the chillest nigga ever. Nah.
Literally just chatting.
I had one of my homegirls put that. Chest blow, arm pull, neck chop.
You're 30. You're 30.
I will say this, and you probably haven't ever seen this. She does go on TV.
Did she say he's 30 or dirty?
Blow, arm pull, neck chop.
You're 30.
Oh, she said you're 30.
You're 30.
I will say this, and you probably haven't ever seen this. She does go on TMZ and give a little bit more clarity and depth as to what really happened in the situation.
Just the bully narrative is crazy. And the things that people are saying to me, like they hope I get and popped in my head.
Oh my God. Oh, hey. Whoa, relax. She used the word corny. Ard? Emmed? Like, come on, yo. Dial it back. Punched, maybe. Tripped? Stubbed her toe? Falling on some stairs? God damn.
So it's one last be in the world. Like, I just think, like, if you were upset because you thought I called him corny and those are the things that you're rebuttaling with, it's like the crime and the punishment, that if that's what you thought I said, it doesn't even match up. Like, how is that okay? The narrative is definitely still pushed. I feel like I admitted exactly what I said. And
this is back in 2023.
Then even those words got turned around. When I told the story, it was super lighthearted. It wasn't even in the sense of me breaking down the entire school experience. FYI, we went to school together for 1 year. So the narrative that I bullied him all throughout high school, this was 7th grade. We were like 12 years old and everybody made fun of each other. And then like, I would get joked on because of my complexion. And, you know, I went to a predominantly black school. So it's like white girl, you know, oh, your boy, now you're my.
Shorty, you're light skinned. Stop it. Being a dark skinned woman or a dark skinned man, you get that shit your whole life. Not just in high school. Niggas fiend after light skinned women. Men, women, every ethnicity, every race fiends after light skins. I don't want to hear none of that.
Mocking me because of my boy. We made fun of each other. That was school, you know. That was 1 year.
I will say, kids are cruel. Kids pick on each other. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter. You could be poor, right? Your mom could have died, and they could be like, damn, look at this guy, no mom. They will literally just joke on you for anything. Kids are cruel.
Again, I've never bullied him. That just sounds so outrageous to me. Like me bullying Michael B. Jordan his whole life. Wouldn't we have heard about this before this? Yeah, I do feel like he took everything out of it. It gave the Will Smith thing where it's like, you know, he's heard numerous people probably call him this before because this is not something we haven't heard, right? I just never said it. I've defended him numerous times just because of the fact that I did have a rapport with him. And I never said we were best friends. I never said, you know, we were cool. And that was just that.
That was kind of crazy. Yo, there was so much going on.
Now, of course, you got to say, like, oh, of course, anybody saying that she deserves to DIE is crazy.
Yeah.
Of course,
For
that's
sure.
out of bounds.
For
Now,
sure.
for what I will say, though, she's listening to internet, you know, bots. Her trying to put her trauma in this situation about her being high yellow is insane. We done with the light skins.
Really. And I'm going to hold every collective light-skinned black person's hand as I say this. Let it go. Let it go. You're fine. We're fine. It's okay. You got bullied. Sure. Light-skinned, racism, color. It doesn't exist.
Did they ever call you white girl?
They did. They called me Oreo.
Are you still holding on to that? If you see those bullies in the streets?
A little bit.
Oh my God. Oh, wow.
Now, am I going to say something? No.
Okay.
Would I just keep it pushing? Absolutely. Like, if
Is colorism not a thing? I think colorism is a thing for a select group of people, yeah. Maybe not in Africa, but in the US, for sure. Probably another, in Europe, probably, right? But just saying it's not a thing doesn't make it not an experience people have to go through.
You were on the street and you were asking me for $1, I would not give it to you. But would I say, oh my gosh, you were the bully and that's why you're on the street today? No, I'm not gonna do that. I just know in my heart of hearts that you bullied me.
I do think what's interesting though is that she claims that she defended Michael B. Jordan in the past and I can acknowledge she wasn't the one that said anything on that podcast specifically about him being corny. That was the podcast mate. But I think in that situation, if you don't believe these things and you've defended him before, that's the opportunity to defend him now. No? Because corniness is a little bit of an attack on his character. If we really want to...
Is it really?
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes people are just corny, and that's okay.
But we know that corny has a negative connotation, and the way that...
What the fuck is the definition of corny? Jesus. Oh my God. Let me just look at the fucking thing. Hello? Google? Thank you. Try banal or sentiment. What? What? Okay, hold on. Idiots who try making themselves look good in public but really are embarrassing. Trying to be cool but ultimately very uncool indeed, and often even extremely embarrassing. Okay, got it.
People were using it was negatively. So them saying, or your podcast mate saying that he was corny, all it really took was I don't know about that now. If you didn't even want to get into it in depth. But she didn't even do that. She sat there and then doubled down on it. Yeah, he had them headshots.
Now, in the video, though, that we just watched on TMZ, that was what made me laugh. Was when she was like, I mean, maybe he was triggered because I'm sure other people have said it and I've heard it because a lot of people think
She's trying to get it off.
Crazy style.
Well, now just 3 years later, Michael B. Jordan has now reached another pinnacle of success, 6th black male actor to win Best Oscar, and she just can't let it go. She is taken back to the timeline, L'Oreal, on another podcast. And I think that's actually the real problem. Everything else, it's not the colored hair, right?
Not too much.
It's not the colored hair.
Her expressing herself.
I swear to you, it's the podcast. It's the podcast and just having mics in front of her. But she sat down on another podcast, the Listen to Black Women podcast. And she talked about how Michael B. Jordan actually should have came on her show and got in front of the bullets that she was getting.
But look at the hypocrisy, right? They're mad at her for saying someone was corny in high school that she didn't even say, and then proceed to say things 1,000 times worse than what she said.
10,000 times worse. Yeah. It's crazy.
That doesn't even make sense. And you didn't even say it, and no one has ever said, hey, our bad. We went back and heard the audio. You didn't say it. It was, and your friend also.
Oh, no, people came up to me and was like, oh, you know, my fault. But the disrespect was way louder than the apology. I didn't even, one of my homeboys reached out to me like, oh, Michael said his bad, yo. It was an article he read. He thought you said it. But you went on all these other publications. Not only that, I have a nationally syndicated morning show. Yeah. Come have a seat and talk about it. You know.
Okay. Yeah, no.
The thing that hurts from it, and this is why now I watch what I do, because I was defending him a lot. Think about all the people that were saying many things about this man. And I would always be like, nah, da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. Oh,
I'm not gonna lie, I've never heard any Michael B. Jordan slander. I haven't. Like, besides the Killmonger thing, you took us back around about 50 years with that, gang. I'm not gonna lie to you. You fucked us over. I'm sure it wasn't your creative direction to go with that. Regardless, you should have did a little bit more pushback on that one. That being said, no, I've never heard any real Michael B. Jordan hate besides the Killmonger haircut or fucking locks.
be defending people like that no more.
Who are these people?
You know you can get mics from Best Buy. And you can get them uncomfortable ass chairs from Ross because that shit look crazy.
Hold on now. Because I like to pick up a few items from Ross.
I think there's some lies in there. Nobody that's close to Michael B. Jordan then called you and said, yo, Mike, apologize.
His people reached out to her people.
No, that's cap. And I don't agree with the concept that he owes you a sit down because the internet ran with the narrative of, or not even the narrative, the internet did what the internet does. He owes you a sit down to step in front of bullets
now,
that he doesn't know are being made.
Okay, right now I'm of the opinion that she bullied that man, she got called out, and this is the cleanup. But let's say if this was...
But wasn't that like 3 years ago? You think, don't get me wrong, the internet will always remember. But the internet forgets, gang. I'm not gonna lie.
All just a misunderstanding. It was really somebody else. He would owe her an apology and a sit down publicly. He would. Because the vitriol started off of the corny kid, right? It did start there.
This is a high expectation of somebody who doesn't know what's going on. Like he doesn't know her DMs are.
We got to raise the bar. We got to raise the bar.
Did she call him and say, hey, my DMs are flooded with, I got a DIE? Stop it. Let's stop it.
Stop it.
Let's stop it.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
No, we know.
Okay.
Yeah, we know because apparently they were cool, but they weren't cool. And they were only 12.
In 7th grade.
In 7th grade. They were 12. Is that right? 12 and 7th grade?
Maybe.
13, 14, yeah, something like that. Honestly, there's a lot of cap in there. And the last thing that I will say is the whole concept of like, I'm not going to defend people anymore. I'm scared of you. I'm a little bit scared of you.
I feel like that's a valid response.
I don't think it's a valid response.
I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm saying I do get it. I'm defending this person and all of a sudden I'm being attacked because of this person.
Your defensive.
You are not being attacked because of that person, though. You're being attacked because you said the wrong thing, or you could have came to this person's defense, which you didn't necessarily have to either. But you could have checked your co-host. You could have cut that part. Well, I guess you were alive. Never mind. You could have cut it out. But, you got to do something. Or you could have did a little bit more pushback, make a public notice, do whatever you got to do. But I don't think any person owes you anything.
A person shouldn't be about the theoretical if something will happen to me with this person in the future. Like if I've done right, wrong, or if I've done right or if I've done good or whatever the case may be, and people are saying bad things about me and you know that I've done good, you should defend me and not think to myself, maybe if Omar crosses my path in 15 years, will he defend me? You scarred bigger than the situation, I think. I honestly think.
I disagree.
That's gonna stop. Michael B. Jordan not coming on your platform is gonna stop you from defending Mother Mary from the church. Explain that. Disagree or agree with that? Let me know.
I'm saying I disagree in the sense that
Stop it.
Stop it.
In the sense that, okay, if you've been burned once, like you may not be as ready to put your hand back over the fire, even if that's the right thing to do. I'm saying from a human nature sense, like I get that reaction.
I understand what you're saying. I get the reaction. I think it's an overreaction. And I'm on the outside, so I can tell her, hey, that's an overreaction. No, just as a spectator.
Or what if she's been burned in the past and this was just the extra burn?
I don't think Michael B. Jordan was. She's been burned multiple times before in her life. Is she saying Michael B. Jordan the only person who burned her?
No, that's what I'm saying. We don't know her past. This could have been the straw that breaks.
Let's go to therapy, chat.
Okay.
Let's start going to therapy.
Michael B. Jordan just won an Oscar, and that lady that called him corny, she on podcast talking with some other women, talking about how she didn't really call him corny. He should have retracted that. But my whole thing is she openly admitted to bullying, bro. When you openly disrespect somebody and they call you out on that shit and you get blowback from that, it's not up to that person to make things right with you. Being a disrespectful person, being a bully to somebody, all of that can catch up with you. And when it does catch up with you, you have to handle all of that yourself. Why are you looking at Michael B. Jordan to try to save you for some bullshit that you did? Just because you apologize to somebody doesn't mean they gotta rock with you. Doesn't mean they have to accept it. Doesn't mean they have to do anything in your favor. That's on you. Calling somebody corny or not is semantics. She says she bullied, bro. She said they all did. So he caught you, he's seen you.
Well,
and he said he ain't rocking with you. You gotta handle that. You can't say whatever the fuck you want and think that there won't be consequences behind that. You gotta live with that. You gotta eat that.
I haven't been to the grocery store in over a year, but I'm eating healthier than ever. Here's how I did it. Meal planning used.
I think that is another thing that I have issue with. Everybody believes that like if I give some sort of apology, then it shouldn't matter.
She love her nigga. I know she do.
If I give some sort of, hey, I did do this wrong thing in the past, and I'm sorry, that everybody should just give you some sort of forgiveness or grace or whatever the case may be. To be quite honest with you, you lucky Michael B. Jordan even stopped on the red carpet to speak to you, to even have that bit of viral moment to where you can be on these different podcasts and different stuff like that today. I'm getting sick of the internet and the whole like, I apologize, therefore I should be forgiven game, especially with no work behind it.
You're not wrong. But I also feel like that is, I don't know, like the story folks are shown time and time again in books, in movies, in social media. I'm sorry. And then everything is great. It's not real life. You can say I'm sorry. You can do all the things. And yet, at the end of the day, you still harm somebody.
That also happened on a different podcast earlier this week. Oh, actually, it happened on Gil's podcast.
Oh, is he okay?
No, he's fine. But one of the producers made a video mimicking one of the co-hosts for having a speech impediment, a stuttering problem.
Oh.
And this was before he was on the show. And so he had never seen said clip, never seen anything like that until maybe a couple days ago. And then he confronted the dude live on the podcast.
Something recently was brought to my attention that one of the people that works here that we see daily, and I brought this person into my home. Had this person around my wife, my kids, right? Treat them nothing but respect. This is a loyalty situation I want people to, with their kids, right? Teaching situation. When people tell you be careful who you bring into your inner circle. Yeah, motherfucker. Be careful who you bring into your home. This is this situation that I'm speaking of right now. Hey, Shug, come here. Can you explain this video to me?
Yeah, that's the video we talked about.
No, we didn't talk about shit.
Yeah, we did speak about it.
No, you tried to apologize. So.
He can't even get a goddamn sitting down with us. That's the stutter man. So the stutter man can run the show. In your mark, can't fucking talk straight.
So when I brought you into my home, this how you felt?
Damn, man, hella niggas right there, ain't it? God damn. 16 niggas.
No, but so this how you felt when I brought you into my home and had you around my wife and kids?
No, that's not how I felt.
So what did you go out your way when someone is showing me love in the moment? You go out your way to disrespect me.
I don't think I was being disrespectful.
Disrespectful? When...
I definitely think it depends on the, it definitely depends on their relationship. Because I have a homeboy that I played the game with for the past 8 years. When I get big, because yeah, it's when, not if, right? Bro, if he was on this bitch and he blew up too, and I'm sure if I was like, someone was showing him love, I was like, oh, I was making fun of him. It wouldn't be as deep, but I don't know what the relationship is. So especially if you making fun of somebody while they're being praised, you look like a hating ass nigga. You look like the crab effect.
That's something that I've stated time and time again on this couch. Sensitive subject, huh? Sensitive subject for me, right? I drew a line in the sand a long time ago with this. There's no apology ever that, as an adult, that I would accept for this.
And so to me, there's like this air on social media that like, yo, he apologized, she apologized, we should be able to get over it. But that's not how that works. And especially in that Michael B. Jordan situation where now she's basically clout chasing, because I'm gonna call it clout chasing. He should come on my show. Girl, you're not sorry, you want an opportunity. Like, that's 100% what it is. He just so happened to be the one who broke up out of the system, made it, or, you know, whatever the case may be. And now you want him to give you some shine off of you being familiar with him from back in the day. But you did what you did. You said what you said. And you gotta face what you gotta face. And I think it's really eating her up because he's not really acknowledging it either.
And that's really the rub.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
don't know, man. Y'all bullies.
Final thoughts. I think she doesn't owe her. He doesn't owe him. Michael B. Jordan doesn't owe her an apology. I think that those are the circumstances. Now the last dude with how his I think if that's an employee or somebody who he also like works with, that one, those two grown men. If you don't want to accept the apology, you don't have to. I don't believe you have to accept anything. You don't. I will say that I ain't speaking for myself. This is for other people. You gotta try to forgive because, you know, it makes things a little bit easier on your soul, granted, you could just not associate with that person ever again. Granted, though, once again, they work together. But tell me what your guys' thoughts are in the comments below. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Like up, sub up, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. You guys know the motto: grit your teeth, chase your dreams.